So I went through school with teachers telling me I was going to amount to nothing. Yeah, I was dyslexic and I couldn't keep up with what I was doing, so as a result I was rebelling at school, finding a way to distract them off what the real issue was. And then as I got older and realised that actually I was going to become an actor and that's what I wanted to do, and I made that definitive decision and that was it, I was an actor. I had to always in the back of my mind, I had to go back up to that school at some point and just give it one of them. Do you know what I mean? In the politest way possible. Don't necessarily have to be a royal wave, does it?
Can I ask you a question on that? I was just interested to see whether or not that changes the way you learn the script to people that aren't necessarily dyslexic or...
I don't really know because I've only ever known it my way. Like, I've only ever done it the way that I'm used to. What I do remember is, earlier on, back in the early days when I was reading scripts, I found it particularly difficult. It has improved actually, massively.
TV though, the script changes every day, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're always amending it, so you've got to be quite sensitive to actors with dyslexia, and there are lots of them.
Lots of changes,
You don't expect someone to be word perfect when you've just thrown a change in front of them.
And I'm never word perfect either, but I will humanise the lines, so I'll always get what's necessary off the page into it. Some continuities, the woman who sits there making sure everything's word perfect, they might insist on you doing things word for word. I've got a technique to my learning my scripts now, and what I do is I open the scene that I'm rehearsing and I'll read all the characters' lines out that aren't my character, and I'll record it, and I'll give enough time for me to answer my line, so I'll read my line silently and then I'll play it back to myself. So I'm basically acting alongside myself. I find that's been the best, most efficient way, fastest way to do it.